So hello again everybody. Hope everybody's had a great week so far. Today we'll be taking a look at this M10 US Army tank destroyer from AFV Club in 35 scale. We have here a little bit what's in the box. Open turret and detailed interior, functional suspension arms, Type T49 track links, gun brake recoils like original. It has some simple box art, even though the picture behind it kind of looks better than the drawing here, I think. Even though, you know. So here we have some pictures of the finished model. And it's looking pretty good, I think. And here's some drawings of the finished model. Looks like this one is in France. I bought a barrel for it. We have Polytrack. Inside the bottom of the box is some other kits that they have. So let's take a look at these instructions. Here we have some info on the tank, or on the tank destroyer, and the data for it. Here we have a color chart. So we start building the interior here. Engine wall, of course, misspelled, but it's not that important. So we got a seat, a radio, the interior parts here. Put the seat and the radio in. Actually 2 seats here. Some other parts around there. Instrument panel. Fiber something. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be. Fiber centers or something. And put those in. Let's paint them black. I don't know about that. So here we build the transmission. A locator diagram. Put the drive sprockets here. The front glasses here. Towing hooks, towing panels here. Here we building the bogies. Has quite a few parts for them here. You can see. Building the exhaust on this plate here. Putting the suspension on with the idler wheels. And here's the tow panel in the back. Here we have a lot of the details. And some kind of box or a rack that goes here on the side. And this is a lot of parts because you have all these and each one is 2 parts, it looks like. So here we got the lights, antenna, the grill in the back. And this looks like the traverse lock, I think. Possibly. And some more parts that go on the side. Fire extinguisher. I'm not sure what that is. Bright blue. Periscopes. No, grousers. Those are grousers. Okay. Building hatches here. Putting the hatches on with the hooks. And the light covers. Here we have the rear plate. with the light covers, and some of the, we're putting the tools on here. And here, number 10, we start building the turret. We have a lot of internal detail there as well. We have separate walls. Expansion boxes, looks like. Yeah, little hatch there. And then this whole interior part as well here. And you have here the ammunition as well. And here we have the 76mm gun. Recoil spring. Here's the breech and everything here. Putting these pieces, the coverings on here, and operating handles and stuff here. It says telescope, I think it means sight. These lifting hooks, putting the mantle on, putting the top cover on it. A little bit more detail around here. Here we have the tow cable. And a 50 cal machine gun. Looks like there's ammo for it. And you put the turret on, you put the 50 cal on, and looks like it's done. And putting the tow cable on it too as well here. Then we have the M4 workable track. This must be an extra set you can buy for it, because it's not, there's no workable track here. You only have the poly track. Looks like we have quite a few versions. U.S. Tank Destroyer School, Texas, 1943. 634th Tank Destroyer Battalion, Germany, 1944. ROK Army, it's supposed to be ROK, Republic of Korea Army, 1958. As far as I know, at least. French 2nd Armored Division, France 1944, France 1945, and France 1945 again. And here on the back we have the parts list. Decal sheet. Got the barrel, the track. And nine sprues. So here's the decal sheet. You can see we have the stars here. And some suns here. Nice looking panther face, really. No, it says lion, but it looks like a panther. And French license plates. There's also some names here that are really hard to tell. And they look really thin. They look like they're really thin. They should turn out pretty good, I think. Guess it really only you can really only see how good they'll turn out when you actually get them on there. And then here with the decal sheet was also the tow cable, just a little piece of black string. So here's the tracks. You can see there's some pin marks on the inside of it. It has the end guides and not the center guides. This one looks pretty good. There's really nice looking grommets on it and everything. Just have to clean out these pin marks here on the inside. So here we have whole parts. We have the mantle. Here's the top of the turret parts. He said the mantle, the top of the front part, where the mantle goes underneath. Here's the gun, the breech, I think. It's kind of missing the turret ring. It has part of it there, but the teeth aren't there. There's not really any texture to it. There are some weld beads around here though, and a turret and a stamp here for the turret number. Which, you know, if you're making 6 different versions, it's not going to have the same one, so that's kind of pointless. Here along the sides is a little bit of texture. This is the back piece. These are the sides. Looks like it might be a little difficult to get straight together because they just have these angles to glue it together. No locator pins. And also these, you're gonna probably cut these off. And some of the detail parts here too. Which look okay. There's no flash. We have the track grommets and ammunition on these. A couple of the, I think these are the fuel tank covers. Some other small detail parts. The light covers. There are 2, in this one we have seats. More grommets, more ammunition. There's no flash. The detail looks okay. Here, the cloth on the seats looks okay. Oh, it has a metal barrel, and I bought an extra one. It didn't say that on the box. Also, there's a metal barrel. They don't seem to be the same either. So we have a metal barrel. It also comes with a spring. So in this sprue we have like a lot of the tools. See an axe, a big hammer, cleaning rods, clippers, another hammer, another axe, antennas. Here's the M2, the pickaxe head, shovel, more shovels. There's a barrel. That must be coax barrel maybe? I don't know. Some other small detail parts. Here's the ammo can, the pouch. Nice looking parts. Once again, no flash. Here's some poly parts. They're springs for the bogies. 6 of them. Look okay. And here we have, looks like a couple double trees. We have the sprockets, parts for the bogies, the road wheels. All these little parts that go around the turret. I think they were. We saw in the instructions. I think the road wheels look pretty decent. And the bolts around the sprocket hubs look good. The bolts around the sprocket look okay. They look more rounded, like little rounded knobs though, and not really hexagonal. The inside of the road wheels is nothing. Inside of the bogies, big pin marks. Might have to clean some of these ones sticking out up so the wheels turn freely. Here we have some of the exterior, the interior whole parts, transmission stuff, engine. This also has a hole stamp on it, which, like I said, you got 6 different versions. They're not going to all have the same hole stamp, I don't think. There should be a difference, I would think. It is really nicely textured, though. This is also looks nice with the anti-slip. Some nice little bolts here. Here. More parts that I think we're going to have to cut off. Bunch of pins here, everywhere. Then we have the hole. Upper and lower. And here's the vent, the grill for the back. And the back piece. A couple little small parts there. It does have a bit of, oh, those little round pieces were for the hole around here. I forgot, yeah. All the little fuel caps. It does have some texture to it. Nice little bolts here. The hinges here look pretty good too. The underneath looks okay. And also have a little detail and texture in here where the engine and stuff go. And here too, but you see there's some marks here. So I think it looks pretty good, but it's going to require some cleanup. There's a lot of big pin marks on it. And most of it has some texture, but there's some, on a couple parts there's some texture missing. And not all the bolt heads are really hexagonal like they should be. But I think it'll still turn out decently. I wish I would have known it had a metal barrel already in it, so I wouldn't have bought a second one. But that's okay. I can get rid of it. But I think it'll turn into a nice representation of an M10 tank destroyer. And there's enough options for it to make, to pretty much make what you want. So thanks for watching, and please join me next time where we take a look at this RMS Titanic. This is the 75th anniversary edition. That means it should have been released about 1987. I found it at a flea market, built it. And I'm pretty sure it's probably the same mold they still use for the new ones today. And a lot of problems. I'm going to go over them and show how well I did with it. So thanks for watching. Until then, bye.